out here this evening. And I'd particularly like to thank Malaprop's bookstore and cafe for inviting me to participate in this author event. Because what an author event it is, Chuck Palahniuk. And, but by the way, if any of you out there has suddenly realized that you're here by mistake, that you thought it was for Chuck Palahniuk, the internationally famous antique furniture reproductions expert, my advice to you is you should leave now. Run, don't walk to your car. No, you should stay, it'll be good for you. I was a legal investigator for over 20 years, and during that time, I probably interviewed a couple thousand people, but I have to tell you, I never had the honor or challenge of interviewing someone as daring, as intelligent, and as imaginative as Chuck Palahniuk. And, you know, as the moderator or interviewer of tonight's author event, part of my job is to make sure the audience is fired up to hear the author. Are you fired up to hear this author? Yeah! Well, you know, damn, I'm glad, because I don't know I wouldn't know what exhortations to use to fire up the fan base of Chuck Palahniuk. I thought of something like, are you ready to faint tonight? Woo! Are you ready to freak out tonight? Are you ready to confront your deepest, darkest sexual hang-ups? Yeah! Well, I think you're ready for this wildly imaginative and wickedly funny author. So please give an over-the-top Asheville welcome to Chuck Palahniuk.
Read their work. Would you raise your hands? You've never? Okay, that's a decent number. That's a lot of people. And I just want to give you kind of an overview of how author events go. When the author comes to pimp their book, time for this bitch to make some money for daddy. Flog this book all over the country. $26. She'd be with you all night long. And the world is full of a lot of really beautiful stories, a lot of beautiful, profound, gorgeous, memorable, heartwarming stories. The world is filled with them, but tonight will not be. And that's kind of a warning so that later on you can't come to me and scream and yell, or go to Malaprops and say, I didn't know he was going to swear. I didn't know it was going to be full of filth and degradation. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to play some games. We're going to give some prizes. I'm going to read a story that I wrote specifically for this tour. It's an unpublished story, and it will be something that people will only hear in person on this tour, but it has just sold a Playboy, so it will be in the Christmas Playboy. And then we're going to answer some questions. I'm going to talk to Brian. We're going to chew the fat. And then we're going to take some questions from you all. But first of all, I'd like to do something that I have never ever done at a book event. And most likely will never do again. Shannon, would you come up here on stage? Shannon! Yeah, come on! Woo! It's Today is Shannon's birthday. And every once in a while, when I get my itinerary and it says author signing, there'll be a typo and it will actually say author singing. And tonight, that's not a typo. So I think we all need to sing a certain song to Shannon. So, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shannon. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Ever yet.
Ever yet.